lost lanes. There's a beacon of hope where survival remains. On the Rural Report, we stand tall and strong, preparing for the worst, but hoping to belong.
Hello again and welcome back everybody to another edition of the Rural Report. I am your Rural 2 IC and I want to talk about Bugout Weekend 2025. This is a event that Vision Preparedness is putting on. It's his third annual and super excited to go. This is going to be my first time attending. And if you don't know anything about it, please go watch Vision, subscribe to Vision. He's a great guy, great content creator, and just good person all around. As well as I have talked to both Vision and Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. We did 1 hour sit down with both of them, all talking about Bugout Weekend. But I want to take a step back and do kind of a broad brush on what it is when I attend. What's my expectations? What am I hoping to get out of this? And then hopefully some of you that are watching have been there before. Some of you who are going to be joining me as the first time. Some of you couldn't make it, but maybe next time will be your time. Some of you live pretty far away, and maybe this will give you inspiration to look for something like Bugout Weekend where you are, or maybe you will be the one that starts a Bugout Weekend where in your neck of the woods. So for me, uh, I intend to get the most out of this that I possibly can. And honestly, that's what this whole thing really is going to be. It's going to be a very personal and individual kind of style of an experiment. Um, if you want to go in there and just absolutely do nothing but camp, by all means go there and camp. That's the experience that you're going to get out of it. If you go in there with an open mind to where you want to learn and network and make friendships and bonds, pick up skills and tips and tricks, and have a good time fellowshipping with really good hearted, like minded people, I think you're going to have an absolute blast. At least that's my expectation. Running down some of the things that is going to happen there is they do have an 8-hour medical class, and who doesn't need or should brush up on medical, right? Medical, I think, is huge. You never know when you're going to have a medical crisis, i.e., the rural house when Mrs. Rural accidentally chopped off part of her fingertip. You know, thank goodness. What did we have right over here to my left? This entire wall from literally floor to ceiling is all medical supplies. The amount of galls that she went through literally didn't even put a scratch on the amount that we have, right? It certainly opened her eyes. Mrs. Rural is not as big into preparedness as I am or what I would like her to be. She really leans on me that if something happens that I will have it covered. Puts a lot of faith into me, good founded faith. I'm not going to let anything happen to her or little Rural, but um, you know, it's one of those that if something was to happen to me, and I've tried to tell her this time and time again, if something is to happen to me, you're on your own, right? So uh, she's slowly, I think, coming around. But that medical class that's going to be put on there to where you are going to learn all sorts of first aid and different medical training and things like that, and for a really low price. If you start shopping around to different medical classes that's going to be similar to this and probably actually going to be less than this, you're getting a huge bang for your buck. Usually, you get one class for I think it's the $30 to do this 8-hour class. Usually, at least when I look around, you get one class for $25-$30. Here, you're almost getting 4 classes. You're getting back to back kind of classes all rolled into one. And it's definitely something that if you are attending Bug Out Weekend, I would highly consider it, and even I would recommend it. So uh, that right there in and of itself would make the whole weekend definitely worth it. Next is going to be a way that you get to test out your water abilities. Is there running water? Kind of. There's no running water in the bathrooms, but there is a well water spigot. So we're not completely without water, but it gives you a chance to test yourself, right? The whole purpose of this being Bug Out Weekend is you get to put yourself and your gear and your plan to test. So if we're going to be there for 4 days and 3 nights, how much water are you going to take with you? Are you going to plan on not utilizing any water? Because that would be the equivalent if you're doing the minimum of 1 gallon per person per day. So you would have to have a minimum of 4 gallons of water. And water is pretty bulky and everything, it's pretty heavy. And then hopefully your container or whatever you're deciding to carry it in doesn't spring a leak or get knocked over or have some sort of something, because then you're out of water, right? Um, but it really gives you an idea. Is there other things there? Yeah, there's fishing holes and small ponds and things like that. Um, I wouldn't recommend it. I have not been there, so I don't know how clean the water is to test out some sort of life straw or Berkey or any of those things. If you do it, that's your own prerogative. I wouldn't recommend it. Just saying. Uh, but I guess it's there if you really wanted to. Um, but honestly, I would probably stick to the well water. You know it's safe out of there. But it also moves into, besides, if we're going to talk about water, let's talk about food. This gives you an idea on what are you going to pack food wise in a bug out bag. This really puts to the test to see how much food are you going to need if you're trying to bug out for a breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 4 days and 3 nights, um, as well as not only doing a meal prep, so planning the food that you're going to take, packaging it, getting it all into some sort of pouch or into your bug out bag. And then how are you going to prepare it, right? Are you going to take nothing but a handful of MREs? Okay, I mean, yeah, you will survive off that. Technically, you could take absolutely no food and survive. It'd probably be miserable, because rural is taking probably 2.5 times the amount of food that I need, because one, I'm not going to watch anybody there go hungry. Um, I know that this is going to be a test for a lot of people. And, if there is going to be that one individual that they took nothing but MREs, they rip open an MRE on their first or second night and they're just like, this is gross. I can't do this. Rural has you covered. Okay, I'm not going to be able to feed everybody, but I'm bringing extra food and snacks and different things like that. But I am testing things out myself, right? I have different dehydrated meals and MREs and different things like that that I plan on testing. So I'm also covering myself that maybe every single one that I try is absolutely horrible. I would like to have something to eat, so um, I'm bringing backups. Yes, it's putting a big dent into my storage and it's adding a lot of extra weight, but I'm okay with it, right? I'm going to test out a bunch of gear, not really testing myself out. I've done camping, I've done a lot of outdoor stuff and things like that. So this isn't really about testing me. This is about testing a whole bunch of new equipment and new gear. And a lot of it was either recommended by you or was sent in by you guys. So thank you again. I really appreciate it. But, are you just going to have meals to where you're pouring water in? Are you going to warm the water? Do you have a way to do it? Are you going to go and use a open fire? Are you bringing some sort of propane grill? Are you doing anything along those lines? Or are you literally just going to pour some water into something and crunch away, right? So this is a really good way to kind of test out. We talked about medical, we talked about water. Now we're talking about different techniques and different things when it comes to food. But I also got a little kind of inside tidbit information that they're going to be doing multiple hikes, and so they're going to do a hike during the day, and they're going to do a nighttime hike. And this is going to be amazing because this will give you a really good sense of one, getting out and getting some fresh air and exercise, which all of us could use. Trust me, all of us could use. But two, can you navigate? Can you orient yourself? Can you walk for 15 minutes, maybe talk to the person next to you and do things and then stop? Can you figure out which way's north? Do you know which way to go? Can you get it to where, in the dark, can you turn around 5 times with your eyes closed and pick out north? Can you find your way back to camp? It's a really, really good exercise to be able to do. Now, they're not doing that, but it's one of those ones that you could challenge yourself, and it'll give you a really good sense that if something was to happen, there is no electricity, there is no technology. What are you going to do with what you have on to you? How are you going to find your way back in an unfamiliar place, right? You have bugged out, you are in a kind of wilderness area. You've set up camp, you've ventured out to go, whatever, find some water, go scout the grounds, whatever. And all of a sudden you realize, uh-oh, I need to get back to camp. Um, how are you going to do that? It's really, really good stuff that you can do, which we talked about just a second ago. You set up camp in that scenario. One of the things is securing your bug out location. So people are going to arrive at different times. We only have a set perimeter, and it's going to be interesting. I want to get there pretty early on because I want to get a good spot for me to set up camp, so that way I can watch others. I kind of want to get there, get a good spot, and get all set up because I want to watch others and assist others, whether it's bringing their gear from their car over, whether it's helping them set up a tent. I'm sure there's probably going to be first timers out there that's never done anything like this, and they're going to need a lot of help. Maybe it's just somebody that could use some help or doesn't mind some help. I'm going to be right there. Whatever I can do to assist somebody. That's going to be the big fun of it, because you get to walk up to a perfect stranger, say, "Hello, my name's Rural. Can I help you with something?" And they're probably going to smile and say, "Absolutely. Here, take this." And we're going to strike up a conversation. We're going to build a relationship. We're going to network with each other. And who knows? Maybe I drop some stuff and they learn some things from me. Maybe through the conversation, I learned some things through them. I might meet my next best friend there. Okay. I don't know. It's one of those that I'm going into this and with the goal and expectation that I'm going to leave with more than I brought. Um, Not physically, hopefully. Hopefully, between all the food and water and all that stuff, hopefully coming home, it's going to be a little bit less physically, but with knowledge and friends and things like that, hopefully I leave a lot richer. Hopefully I have made a ton of new friends, had an experience of a lifetime. Hopefully I have it to where my circle grows bigger with a lot more like-minded people, with a lot more people that I can trust and reach out and talk to, and open that door that they can do the same for me. And this is just going to be one of those things to where, for me, having that kind of expectation to where, um, and I've set the bar up pretty high, that each and every day I want to learn something new. I want to sit back and watch and listen and just take in as much as I possibly can. And if you're going to this, or maybe you're going to go to one in the future, I would challenge you to do the same thing, right? You're going to something like this, get as much out of it as you possibly can. Don't be afraid to walk up to somebody and just smile and reach out your hand and introduce yourself. Get the conversation rolling. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you're very, very new to prepping and camping and things like that, this is your opportunity to have somebody that's very skilled in knowledge, they're not going to make fun of you. Okay, they're not there to laugh at you and demoralize you and embarrass you. I guarantee every single person, no matter who you ask, they're going to say, "Yeah, how can I help you?" And then maybe the person that you just happen to pick is going to be new, and they say, I'm sorry, I don't know either." Ask the next person, okay? Because you're going to get somebody like me or Vision or Mike or probably a ton of other people. Uh, they're just going to turn around and be like, "Hey, I'll help both of you," or "Here, let me get some of my friends. We're going to come over here. We're going to get this done for you." So, if you have gear that you want to test, bring it. Even if you don't know what you're doing, bring it. Um, I'll help you. Somebody there will help you. If I can't figure it out, we're you and me, we're going to go find somebody that can, and we're both going to learn, right? Because if you have something that I don't know anything about, it's a chance for me to learn. Okay. Don't be afraid to walk around to the campsites, look how people have things set up, ask questions, "Hey, what is that? Where did you get that? Do you like it? Would you recommend that to me? What's the price point on that? Is that thing really expensive, or is that thing only, $25?" Um, this is a really good opportunity to really get hands-on, in-person knowledge and skill and all sorts of things. There's so many different classes that you are going to be able to take advantage of free of charge, as well as there's so many opportunities for you to sit back and enjoy nature, sit back and enjoy a good conversation with some old friends and make some new friends. Go and ask somebody to go fishing, or sit back and watch the sunrise over a cup of coffee. Watch the sunset as you debate a couple of things or share old stories. It's going to be an amazing time, and I highly, highly encourage you. One, if you're going, please come find me. Come say hi. I would absolutely love it. Two, if you've never gone to something like this, please plan on it. I know that money's tight and things like that, and financial and getting time off work and having kids and grandkids and responsibilities and things. Even if you can come for one day, no, you don't even have to spend the night. At least try and plan on coming for one day to something like this. Now, just real quick, Bugout Weekend 2025 for the month of May. Registration's closed. If you are not already registered, sorry, you're going to have to wait. I do believe that they're going to have another one in the fall, and they're going to have number 4 next year. You can go to Bugout Weekend 2026, which I'm doing everything I can to hit the fall one, and I guarantee I will be there for 2026. As long as nothing unfortunately bad or unforeseen negative or something like that happens, I will be at every single Vision Preparedness Bug Out Weekend from here on out. So I am really super excited. I'm going to have a whole bunch of stickers to pass out, a whole bunch of seeds to put out, a whole bunch of stuff to stick on the free table and different things like that. So I think I am all geared up. I've got enough stuff to uh, probably make 3 or 4 grown men survive for the weekend, taking so much stuff. But okay, enough about all that. I think I've droned on quite enough for all this. I'm super excited. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's going to be an amazing time. And my absolute bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you to Vision for doing this, for putting this on. A special shout out and thank you to Mike from Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, which wearing their shirt. Um, Vision got the inspiration from Mike, and Mike was so happy to reciprocate and say, "Do it. Whatever you need, I'm right here. I will help you." And right there, that bond, this is what culminated from it, right? You've got an amazing weekend. So use this as inspiration. If you can't come, look out for a bunch of videos. We're going to probably be doing a bunch of live streams, postings, and probably for the next couple of weeks after Bug Out Weekend, All you'd probably have to do is put in hashtag Vision Preparedness or hashtag Bugout Weekend 2025. I'm sure Vision will announce what the hashtag is. So that way you can go watch all of our content, because I'm not going to be the only one there that's going to be recording. There's uh, all sorts of different people that's going to be there. Between Devil Dog is going to be there, and Mad Chad, and just all sorts of amazing people. Ghost will be there. Hopefully Ghost will be recording. I hope so. If not, I'll make sure I record Ghost. So all right, guys, I hope you guys are excited about all this stuff that's getting ready to come out here in 20 days or so, less than 20 days, about 2.5 weeks. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you have a blessed day. Stay tuned, because there's more information to come. And with that, remain united, because we're all prepping in this together.